What's up, everybody? I'm your host, Dafa, and welcome to the Cerebral Thoughts podcast.
Made this here with all the ice on in the.
Um, so today we'll be talking about two topics, two subjects, two segments. Um, One is about Jussie Smollett. I guess that's how you pronounce his name. Um, he's one of the actors from the show Empire on Fox. I used to watch it with my mom, but I kind of fell off. Power overtook me, and that's what everybody gravitated towards. Um, as you know, he was attacked on January 29th of this year in Chicago. Everyone was sort of in an uproar. It kind of made the news headlines. It was like, wow, how could this happen? It was supposedly that the people that attacked him were part of the Make America Great Again movement. And if for people that don't know, he's also gay. So I was reading one of the articles in BBC. I don't know why it didn't tag, the writer or the journalist that did the report, but it said that he was attacked because he was gay and also black. Now, later on, I believe the day before yesterday, or maybe even before that, it was said that it was fake and it was also, staged. Number one, that makes him look a little, dramatic, and it makes him look desperate. But apparently, it was staged, and the police found out. He did it because he was dissatisfied with his salary. Usually, if I'm dissatisfied with my salary, I'll go and talk to the boss. If they don't want to give me a raise, then obviously I'll go to somewhere where my value or my worth is valued. But that wasn't the case. He didn't. So that's cool. However, you make black people look bad trying to, I guess, blackmail or whatever a company. Now, it was also said that before he was attacked, he sent some threatening letters to Fox about his, dissatisfactory in salary. That's okay and that's cool and all, but still, you don't try to stage an attack on yourself and, put other people's work in jeopardy. Now you look dumb, and you're most likely going to lose your job. I mean, I'd rather have a job than lose a job, or I'd rather keep the job that I'm at and go somewhere else where I know my worth is going to be valued and try to make more. Now, I know it was reported that he said that he did it for the black gay community. Like I said, that's not really enough to really set the bar here for me. I feel like he should have done something a little bit better along the lines of, I don't know, he could have protested like Colin, but he didn't. And to me, that's wow. Apparently there were no witnesses, and there was 50 surveillance cameras within the area where he got attacked. So there were 50 surveillance. There were 50 surveillance cameras within the area of the attack. Only one caught an actual picture of the two men walking to where the attack was. And according to BBC as well, the two men were a part of the Make America Great Again group. Unfortunately, the men were black, so that makes him look even more dumb. You paid $3,500 to two black people who played in Empire as extras, just to have them be a part of the Make America Great Again movement. And dude, they're black. You're not gonna really find too many black supporters of Trump. attacking another black person. That just doesn't make sense. I could see that happening in like Mississippi or Texas or somewhere like in the deep south where they barely speak English. But it's Chicago. Yeah, there's black on black crime, but not black on black crime because both sides are racist. I don't like black people. I'm gonna kill this black person even though I'm black. That doesn't make sense. So it's crazy because you get a whole bunch of dangerous, like, comments about it. And it's like, Trump also tweeted that, Trump tweeted to Mr. Smollett that, he says, end quote, what about Make America Great Again and the tens of millions of people you insulted with your racist and dangerous comments? Trump needs to worry about other things. However, this was all just a publicity stunt, I believe. Not only for Mr. Smollett, but also Trump as well. Mr. Smollett, to me, I don't even know how to put it. I feel like this was a publicity stunt on his part or his hand. However, it backfired because now you're looking at jail time, you're looking at a fine. It's nothing you can really escape from because how are you going to prove that this wasn't staged when the people that were supposed to be attacking you kind of came forward already and made their statement? That doesn't make sense. So to me, he needs to do better. If he makes it out of this, he's not going to have a career anymore. I mean, he may have a career, but it's not going to be what it was worth right now. Nobody's going to really follow him in terms of civil rights leader or gay rights leader. Your credibility is definitely lowered. That's how I see it. My second topic today was it's deep, but it's not that deep. But in a way it is. How can I put this? If you're not black, then you cannot say the word nigga. That's the only way I can put it. It's like, all right. Obviously, you cannot say the N-word if you are white. You can say the N-word if you're Dominican. You can say the N-word if you're Puerto Rican. You can say the N-word if you're Panamanian. You cannot say the N-word if you're Mexican. You cannot say the N-word if you're Asian. You cannot say the N-word if you are Pakistani, Indian, Egyptian. I say Egyptian because Egyptians, well, let me put it like this. You have original Egyptians, the one that have, dark skin color, and then you have Egyptians, the diluted ones, the mutts. That's a little harsh, but let's call a spade a spade. Egyptians, they like to beat around the bush. They only want to be black when it's convenient for them. That's not how it works, everybody. That's not how it works. I went to a private school in high school and for like most of middle school. And I had a lot of Egyptian friends, Pakistani friends, and somehow they always found the appropriate time to say the N-word. I would get mad. I'm not even gonna lie, I would get mad. It's like, why are you saying that? You don't even claim that you're black, yet you want to use the N-word. Talking to all my Egyptians. But you can't do that. You're not. So much of the black culture is being capitalized on, and it's like, how? You're making a dime off of using the N-word. It's like, wow. Like, how? Why? It's like people are being milked. The culture is being milked like a cow, and it's being capitalized on. Put it like this. How would you feel if you're Asian and you're watching this or listening to this? How would you feel if I came up to you and called you a chink? Now, you may use it amongst your friends, but You don't. But or you do. And I called you a chink. That would be very like you would probably get really mad, and I totally understand that. But that's not fair to most people. It's like, why? What are you doing? It's kind of making me mad just thinking about it. But yeah, only reason why I brought this topic up was because I was told, or I was informed of a boy, Pakistani boy, who went to his friend's birthday party or whatever and put him on a Snapchat, and the caption said, "Happy birthday, Porch Monkey." Now the Pakistani boy he's Pakistani obviously, but his friend is some type of black, whether it be Somalian or whatever. I don't know what to say about, because obviously porch monkey is a very derogative term to black people that goes way back to, when the southern black people were always sitting on the porch, or they called porch monkeys people of North, like in Brooklyn back in the day when they would sit on the stoop and just chill and eat watermelon all day. That's why it's very derogatory and it's not a good term to use. But I've heard some people say that, okay, it's his homeboy, so it should be fine. No, I don't think it's fine. Because you can't be black and go up to an Indian and say, or Pakistani and say, "Oh, what's up, my bon short?" You can't do that. That's messed up. And therefore, no, you can't say that. As far as cultures that are capitalized on the most, I feel like after us, it's Asians. It has to be. I mean, the Chinese make everything. Japanese people, they come up with the best styles, and we try to copy that. And even if we're not Japanese, which I am from Asian descent, but still, even I still use Japanese culture a little bit to, make mines look a little better. Or not look better, but what am I talking about? Anyways, I use Japanese culture even in some of my merchandising. I try to implicate it, some in certain ways. It's like, it has to be there, but it really doesn't. I mean, there's a lot that has to be talked about and worked on. I don't necessarily see Jussie Smollett's career ever being, I don't see his career excelling after this incident. It's too much of a problem, and he shouldn't have did what he did. I mean, I can see if he was doing it for, an actual cause that had nothing to do with his pay or with Fox or anything else, but it did. And therefore, he has to be prosecuted for. I'm your host, Dafa, and this is the Cerebral Thoughts Podcast.
Made this here with all the ice on in the